Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jerry Alderson here. Twice the normal speed is 29 minutes to 11 o'clock. It's complaints day. If you want to contact this program, the number to ring is 0645 555 678. If you have a number in the rickety wheel, listen very carefully because it's getting very complicated. Here's a song about a rooster. Hope people don't find it offensive. I do. It's not bad, though. It's good.
Oh, Red the rooster was out in the yard when lightning struck and it hit him hard, and it wasn't too long before his feathers all fell out. Well, the hens all laughed 'cause he looked so funny they wouldn't get near him for love nor money. Said, if that thing's all we got, we'll do without. Well, the farmer's wallet was a-getting real slim. The hens wasn't laying, he was out on a limb, and the bank kept calling and say he was overdue. Instead of crying over milk that a spill, he reached for a bottle of minoxidil, 'cause there weren't no other rooster could fill Red's shoes. He's been rubbing Rogaine on his rooster. The hens are all lined up outside Red's door. They can't get enough of that little powder puff, and he's got 'em laying eggs just like before. Just about the time things were going good, the milk quit coming in like it should, and the farmer was about to get his belly full. Now the best machine that was ever invented won't get no milk if the cows ain't contented, so he checked out Methuselah the bull. Well, he looked at the bull, but he didn't have a clue, sitting there wondering what he's gonna do, and something got him started thinking about old Red. Then a bright idea in his mind was born. He grabbed Methuselah by the horns, and sure enough, he found a bald spot on his head. He's been rubbing Rogaine on his Angus, and the cows give him milk and eggnog too. They don't wait around, no, they chase Methuselah down. Don't that sound like a lot of bull to you? He's been rubbing Rogaine on his rooster. It ended all his woes and pulled him through. You start rubbing Rogaine on your rooster, ain't no telling what that dude'll do. Now there ain't no telling what that dude'll do.
That's a man called Luther. That's a song called Red the Rogaine Rooster. That's on Cover Records. It's not released as a single or anything. It's just a little demonstration CD that I got, but it's good. I like it. Now, it's Friday. It's Complaints Day. Don't forget anything that has annoyed you during the course of the week or anything that you think is unjust or, indeed, undemocratic. Give us a ring and let the world know about it. The number to ring is 0645 555 678. We are inundated by requests for numbers in the rickety wheel, so what we've decided to do is we're going to run the rickety wheel and turn it, and whoever wins it will get a number on the rickety wheel. But that's too complicated. I know. But we'll talk about that later. First of all, I like to start these Fridays. Oh, sorry, there's a man in a hurry who wants to talk to me. I have to talk to him first. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Is that you, Jerry?
Yes, good morning, man in a hurry. Are you okay?
Yeah, not bad at all. I'm wanting a wee bit of advice, boy.
Yes, go ahead.
Well, there's a company in Kilmarnock here runs a bus to Belfast.
Oh, yeah.
And it costs you £16. Belfast. Is that possible? Have you any tips on that?
I have every tip in the world.
I don't want to end up in Marks and Spencer's with a wife and Woolworths and BHS. I want a good pub and all the rest of it.
Okay, well, I would not be presumptuous enough to suggest what you should do. But what I will do is this. Let me first of all ask you a couple of preliminary questions.
Yes?
You're in Kilmarnock at the moment.
Yes?
You're from Kilmarnock. You're Scottish born.
Yes?
Good man. And have you been to Belfast before?
No. I want to see the trams and the cobble streets and the the old houses and the peat fires and all that.
Well, you have to go to the Ulster American Folk Park for that. I'll tell you what to do. You want to get a taste of the real Belfast.
Yeah.
Now, as I said before, I'm not from Belfast and I'm not an expert. But what I will do, I shall invite someone to ring this program and suggest where you should go. Can you listen for the next hour and a half?
Yes, I can not.
You keep listening. I'm going to ask someone out there, someone to volunteer to ring up and tell me where the best place this man could go to experience the real Belfast. You're not talking about the old, the old waterfront stuff. We'll call it, ABBA bands. No, what we want is real character, the real people.
Yeah,
where do you meet them? For instance,
long as I don't end up Marks and Spencer's again.
No, you've seen all that. For instance, years ago, I would have told you to go down to the Smithfield and places like that. But there's no Smithfield really anymore worth talking about. I'll ask someone, so anyone out there who can recommend where this man can go and see the real Belfast, give us a ring and he'll be listening. Okay, right. So we'll sort you out.
Right. Did I get a number in the rickety wheel?
I don't know. We're in a crisis here.
Oh, right.
I have to hold this for a moment. The thing is getting out of control. We feel as if Jerry Kelly has agreed to spin the rickety wheel for us. He's going to be our guest star. But we may have to do a preliminary rickety wheel, the winners of which will get a number on the real rickety wheel.
Right.
Let me explain how this... I don't know why I should explain this to you. What we're doing is this. We're going to have to stop taking numbers on the phone. We're going to have to do that. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. It's not because you're Scottish. It's just because we decided at the end of the programme yesterday this couldn't go on.
Well, could you get a way around that? Could you give me a prize without a number?
You see, this defeats the object of the whole exercise, you're saying. Why not just give everybody a prize and then they all go home? I'll tell you what to do. We are treating in a Catholic manner, and it's a small c, treating in a Catholic manner all written requests for a number. So why don't you put down a piece of paper? What we're going to do is this. We're going You think I'm making this up as I go along?
Yes, I have a strong feeling you are.
No, this is what we're going to do.
It's your program, your listeners, and we're putting them all on to you this morning.
Right, okay. First of all, let me say, sorry, sir, I'll be back to you in a moment. I have to have a row here with the staff. First of all, I have to say that we have to stop taking numbers on the phone. Right? Do you agree with that?
Okay, I'll do fine. All right.
Well, it's actually Mr. Coyle I was talking to.
Right.
We'll stop taking numbers on the phone.
I don't know.
Yes,
you started it. Why you started it?
Let's stop. That's it. No more numbers.
And what about all the people we gave numbers to yesterday?
What?
What about the numbers that we gave out yesterday?
Well, let them stand.
And what about the people who are writing in?
Let them stand as well.
Right. And what about the letters that come in now on Monday morning?
Let them stand.
And what about the numbers that we gave out this morning? You're giving out new numbers. There's a new rule this morning now.
Yes, the new rule is this.
What is the new rule? Yes.
Everyone who's been given a number on the program, or anyone who has written in,
right,
all their pieces of paper,
right, will
be thrown into a hat.
That's not fair.
The hat will be burnt.
Yeah.
And then there'll be no rickety wheel. No, they'll all be put into a hat. And then when we know how many numbers we have in the rickety wheel, suppose it's 100, we'll pick out 100.
Right.
And the names of the 100 will be printed in the Belfast Telegraph. You didn't know about that?
No, I did not. No.
The names of the 100 will be printed in the Belfast Telegraph.
Right.
So doesn't that sound fair to you?
Well, what does Ron think of this?
Ron, what do you think of this?
Well, I would like to hear a folk singer in a pub. I would like that.
I don't think you're listening to us at all, Ron, are you? No, you do right. Listen, no, Mr. Coyle, I'll go back to Ron.
You go back to Ron.
Okay. Right. Ron, what do you say?
Yeah, I'd like to have a folk singer, an old pub with a folk singer, and plenty of foaming ale.
What do you call that place, Pat's Bar? I think they renovated that, didn't they? That used to be good before that. Or was it McHugh's Bar? I can't remember. No, I'm not an expert in Belfast. So anyone out there who knows about these sort of things, you're looking for a turf fire, you're looking for hot whiskies. Would you take away your hot wine, would you?
Yeah, I'd take that, yeah.
Would you eat a pig's foot?
No, I've never tried that.
Oh, you have to have a crew bean. Right?
And a good Irish breakfast that you're always talking about.
A big frying, mushrooms, none of that old beans or nothing like that. Okay. No. All right. Okay. Then, well, I hope somebody will ring up and map out an itinerary for you. Okay.
Right, that would be brilliant.
Thank you.
So I can go home in the bus happy at night.
You listen today, and by the end of this program, I guarantee you'll have all the information you need.
Right, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jerry.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Isn't it good to help our Scottish neighbours? Now, I'm going to do something which I've never done before. I've gone out of my way to do things. A number of people rang me a few weeks ago. As a matter of fact, it's more than a couple of months ago now, and they kept ringing me on a regular basis, asking me about a song that they heard on an ad for, I think it was Tuborg. And it was a guy playing guitar and singing a song that sounded like Independence Day. Well, I discovered that it was a fella called Kevin Welsh, and I looked for it, but then I realized I was looking for the wrong song because there is no such song called Independence Day. The song that is featured in that ad is by Kevin Welsh. It's called Something About You, and I managed to get it. Oh, hold on a minute. Something happened here. What? Oh, there's something strange happened there. Yeah, okay. Hello, Dorothy.
Hello, Jerry.
How are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine. I gave up to trying to phone you about the numbers because there were so many arguments going on.
Well, you see, they're not arguments, really. What they are, they're... You see, we have a very diplomatic way of doing things here. It's very democratic. We argue things out.
Oh, it wasn't very democratic the other day on the radio.
Well, it's not really democratic unless I get my own way, in which case...
Oh, well, I decided to be very diplomatic and write in, so I'm all sorted out now.
Well, see, that's okay. See, what happens is you write in, and we're swamped by requests for numbers. So all the ones that we gave to people on the radio and ones that wrote in will all be put in a hat, and the 100 or whatever it is, the names and numbers will be published in the Belfast Telegraph.
Right.
So you just keep writing.
Well, I was wanting to speak to you about your little dog.
Yes.
And I had heard you talking about this lovely little dog you had.
Yes.
A little bundle of fur and fun that was so good-natured and so sweet.
Yes.
So I got one of those little pups. I got it a week ago.
Did you?
And it growls at everybody that comes into the house. So I wondered, well, Jerry's wee pup is so marvellous and so good-natured and so sweet to him, but what has gone wrong with mine?
I think we're talking about genetic faults here. Can I ask you a number of questions? You see, the type of little dogs we're talking about are Lhasa Apsos, right? Now, there are ones with soft hair and ones with hard, crinkly hair. Is yours hard, crinkly hair?
Mine is a Shih Tzu.
A Shih Tzu? Oh, that's the wrong type of dog entirely.
Oh!
Oh, you've got the wrong thing. You've got a little Shih Tzu.
Yeah. Well, I heard you say it came from Tibet. Well, so does the little Shih Tzu.
Well, that's not the only thing it comes from Tibet. Little Shih Tzus can be a little bit snappy. That's the other one. You want a Lhasa Apso.
Well, do you think if I took it back, he might swap it for one of those?
Yeah, get it changed. Take it back. Tell it it's not suitable.
Telling me he'll have to recycle this one.
What age is the dog?
It's 11 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Well, give it time.
Have
you showed it TLC?
I have. I've also showed it a rolled-up newspaper.
This could be the problem here. Have you had it smack across the arse, have you? But you see, this could be the dog may not be. They're Pacific dogs.
Well, we can only hope that things will improve then.
Try feeding it occasionally.
A tiny little bundle of fur like that thinks it's a guard dog when anybody comes in.
Oh, no, but they're like that. They're very, very, they're very possessive in a way. But see, that's a good thing. But as long as they're only like that when people just come in.
Well, I hope the visitors agree with that. Then. They're all backing away from this tiny little scrap of fur.
It's only protecting your property. Anyway, let me know how you get on. You can be our dog. You can be our Shih Tzu correspondent.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you. And I thought you were joking when you said your dog was what is it? Did you say yes?
A Lhasa Aspro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke on your part. I thought you really had one of these little Shih Tzus.
No. See, Shih Tzu's different.
Oh, yeah.
They're different. Their noses are more sticky out.
And your dog hasn't exploded yet then?
Not yet, no, but it was very close to it this morning. It was heaving.
Well, I wouldn't like to be around when that happens.
No, I think I'd rather be here. All right, you're our Shih Tzu correspondent. Come back to us and let me know what's happening.
Right, and thanks a lot for phoning. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Hello?
Hello, hi there.
Hi there.
This is Rickety Wheel International.
Rickety Wheel International, yes, what seems to be the problem?
I think we got a solution to your problem, boy.
Which is?
We've got different models of rickety wheels. We can give you an RW1, or an RW2, or an RW3.
We need one with 4,000 numbers on it. Can you manage that?
Well, we can double up on our numbers. We can do that. We can give you rickety wheels that stop at the same number all the time.
Well, we'd be interested in that because we intend to cheat on a number of occasions.
Yeah. Or we can even give you a radio-controlled rickety wheel, which really is, I'd describe it to you, you know when you went to a soccer game and you used to have the little thing that clicks?
Yes.
Well, you can just swing it around in the studio and click away and think of any number.
What you're trying to say here is that I have some idiot like Jerry Kelly to stand there and turn the wheel, but I actually make it stop wherever I want.
Yeah, man, that's the one.
Well, that's exactly what I want. Okay, can you send me 3 of those in case we wear 2 out?
Well, the rickety wheel that we're thinking of
Rickety wheel?
may suit you is we could give you one with 100 numbers on it.
That's fine, yes.
But it has actually got 300 numbers on it.
Yeah, and I can lie about it.
No. If number 27 comes up now,
Yeah,
you use 27.
yeah,
And if number 27 comes up again,
yeah.
you use 127.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And if number 27 comes up again,
Yeah,
you can use 327.
that sounds like the rickety wheel for me. Send me 2 of those in case it wears out, yeah.
What about the bill? We need the money up
Oh,
front,
send
boy.
it to the BBC Drugs Department.
We need the dollars, U.S. dollars up front.
No, bill it to the BBC Overseas Drugs Department.
Have you got an address for that, please?
Yes, it's COC 999.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. I can't seem to play. Oh, I know it's a call on 3, but hold on a minute. There's something wrong with this system here. Oh, here it is. Here's this song by... I couldn't get anything to play there. This is by Kevin Welch. Here's a song called Something About You. This is the Budweiser ad, or is it the Tuborg ad? I'm not quite sure. This is great.
I'm sworn independent. My heart is made of stone, but you're breaking on through. Oh, there's something about you. I've been tapping my toes to the way you talk. I've been singing along when I watch the way you walk. Baby, I got to do something about you. Well, I got this place of mine, it's nice and quiet and I like it fine. I work real hard, got no time for you. But I've whiskeyed up my coffee cup. I'm sitting here trying not to call you up, and it's getting to where I don't know what to do. Oh, there's something about you. Something about you like distant thunder. I can't say I ain't been warned. Yeah, but there's no shelter to crawl under. Never gonna save me from this storm. There's something about you that I can't shake.
Kevin Welch, that's a song called Something About You. That's from an album called And the Overtones Western Beat. I don't know what that means. And the Overtones. Sorry, it's Kevin Welch and the Overtones. Western Beat. That's what it's called. Kevin Welsh and the Overtones Western Beat. I know a man who'd have that in, if you're looking for it. It's Dolphin Discs in Royal Avenue, but don't go down and see him until Monday, because he told me that he was having some of those in. Ask for Barney Flanagan. Hello, Barry Flanagan. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, Jerry. Jerry, I just had a small problem. You may be able to help me. I'm wanting to take the wife down to see the Phantom of the Opera. I'm having terrible trouble getting a phone number of the promoters or an office in Dublin where I can book tickets.
Really?
I know Northern Ireland Railways and Ulster Bus and all the rest of them are doing packages, but I'm going to take my own car and do my own thing. And
you want to buy your own ticket?
Correct.
Yeah, you don't want to go down with a load of idiots in a bus.
Yeah, something like that.
I know exactly how you feel.
Thank you.
So you just want to, and you can't get a ticket?
Well, it's not that I can't even get a phone number to I mean, I'm down in Dublin working quite a bit, and even in the Dublin press, there doesn't seem to be a contact number at the moment.
Where is it on?
It's on The Point.
The Point? Yeah, when is it on?
Well, it's running at the moment, actually. It's running, it started about a week ago, and it's running right through to, I think, the first week of December.
Shows you how much I know about this great wide world of show business. All right. Well, I'm sure somebody will be able to help us out there. Where can you get a ticket? How does a man go about getting a ticket for The Point independently?
That's right.
Without going through the usual Irish News or Belfast Telegraph?
Yes, if possible.
All right, then. Well, if we don't find out for you, somebody, I'm sure, will let us know how you do that.
And the other thing, Jerry, thanks for your help on that. The other thing, I think you should do your bit for Northern Ireland this week and help Wayne McCulloch. You would be a great man to... Let's start a psych job with Prince Nazim.
I like Wayne
McCulloch.
McCulloch.
Start phoning him in the middle of the night and,
No, that's
start
dirty.
to get to him.
That's dirty pull.
Well, I mean, is that not right up your street, no?
It is, actually, yeah. Dirty Tricks Department. That's where it book ends here.
Yeah,
I hope with all my fibre and every fibre of my being, I hope that Wayne McCulloch knocks Prince Nazim's head off.
Well, I'll join your team because I'm in the same corner. And I think you should get Sean to get that number of that Prince Nazim hotel room, and we should start from today a Jerry Anderson campaign.
That's right. Listen, I have bad news for you.
What?
Apparently the Phantom of the Opera is booked out. Hold on a minute. Let me just check with my minions here. What do you mean booked out? Booked out completely?
We've just been told that it's sold out.
Completely, every night?
No, I've just been told it's sold out. I've got another call here, a lady saying that they're selling them in Derry. Do you see them talking? Right. In the Richmond Centre in Derry, they're selling them. No,
right.
I don't know.
Where are you from, sir?
Bangor.
Well, if they're selling them here, they're selling them everywhere. See, somebody said they're sold. Where would you go now? Keep listening. We'll find some more details for you.
I will do.
I wouldn't assume it's sold out.
Right.
Okay, sir.
Thank you for your help.
Not at all.
Bye.
It's a pleasure. Bye. Right. I've got a couple of requests here from almost the same source, but not really. It says here, it's from a good friend of mine called Eileen Moston. She says, please send good wishes to my daughter Claire, who's getting married to Glenn today. Oh, brilliant. Friday the 23rd of October. I know that. That's great. Congratulations. In Carnmoney Parish Church at 12:30 p.m. Please send them every good wish for the future, together with Mum and Dad and Jonathan, also Nanny, and Helen, who has travelled from South Africa a long way for the wedding. Charlie Lansbury singing I Will Love You All My Life would be appropriate if you have it handy. And can Laura Moore and I have a number each on the rickety wheel just for old time's sake? Of course you can, because you wrote in and asked for it. And also, there's another one. It's for the same young lady. It's from Maureen in Morgan's Auctions. Eileen Rothstein's daughter, Claire, has been married to Glenn today, 12:30 at Carnmoney Parish Church. Us gas class girls would like to wish them every happiness for the future. If possible, we would like you to play Charlie Lansbury. Love you every second. Well, I'm telling you, there's hardly much. I have to play this. No, it's very important that I play this. It's for Eileen Rothstein's daughter, Claire. Very important. Not every day you get married. I'd like to add my congratulations. I hope they have a long and happy life, and may long hear the patter of little feet running up and down linoleum-coloured stairs.
You're forever telling me I'm weak. When I'm criticized, I never speak. I prefer to turn the other cheek, but I will love you all my life. I can never do things right by you. I'm the kind of man who muddles through. You can find mistakes in all I do. but I will love you all my life. Something foolish happens, and you see, in the middle of it all, there's me. Seems I caused you so much misery, but I will love you all my life. Says for you I'm wrong. You'll get nowhere fast with me alone. They keep telling me I don't belong, but I will love you all my life.
Charlie Lansborough, that's a song called I'll Love You All My Life. Do you notice there's a DJ trap at the end of it? Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yes? Do you have your radio on, though? Do you have your radio on?
Yes.
Could you put it off? That's what's causing all that squealing and shouting and roaring. You see?
There it's off now.
Stops immediately. Okay, what can we do for you?
Is that you?
Yes, it is me.
Yourself?
It's me, myself.
Your own self?
Me own self.
Ah, dear, dear, dear. I haven't had the word with you for years.
No, maybe not. Who are you? Who are you?
Rose McGrath.
Rose McGrath.
Uh-huh.
Right.
I met you down in Noma here. You were opening the shelter way back. Oh, years ago.
That's right, yes. I can't remember what it was, but I remember opening something.
It was Oxfam or something like that. No,
that's
it wasn't Oxfam. It was another place. But anyway, that was a lovely record you played there.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, beautiful. What about my number, my rickety wheel number?
I'm afraid I've already made it clear that we can't do this sort of thing anymore. We cannot
but
give out...
But you have it done yesterday.
I know, but yesterday was yesterday. Yesterday is gone. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow...
No, but my number is there with you.
Well, as I said, as I pointed out to Mr. Coyle, all numbers which were granted on the air yesterday and all numbers...
Jerry, you can't do things like that.
You'll be thrown in a hat.
Oh, no.
You'll be thrown in a hat like everybody else.
And I don't want to be in a hat. I want to be.
I know. But, really, there's no other fair way of doing it. Listen, we're going to have to go very soon. We're going up to the news.
You have to go.
May I say this to you?
You're a very busy man.
Yeah, may I say this to you, that you will be in the hat?
I enjoy your program very, very much.
Thank you very much.
And you make me laugh when I don't want to laugh.
I make me laugh when I don't want to laugh either. Thanks very much, love.
Thank you.
I'll have to go. Okay, bye. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, Mr. Henderson.
Goodbye.
BBC Radio Ulster News, this is Martin Donnan. An honorary secretary of the Ulster Unionist Party, David Brewster, says he believes the Prime Minister will insist on the need for decommissioning of IRA weapons before Sinn Féin can enter the new ministerial executive at Stormont. Speaking in advance of his party's annual conference, which takes place in Derry tomorrow, Mr Brewster said the Ulster Unionists had given too much in the process already, and it was time for someone else to move on the decommissioning issue.
I don't believe that the Unionist Party can crack in this. It's already been forced to move again and again. We've given and given and given, and now it's about time that somebody else gave. The Prime Minister gave us a commitment that after 6 months, if it was clear that there wasn't decommissioning, there was going to have to be some sort of legislation to tighten things up. I'm sure that David Trimble raised that point with Tony Blair on Monday, and I'm sure that he left him in no doubt whatsoever that this party simply could not survive a fudge on decommissioning.
The Orange Order says the suspension of its Portadown spokesman, David Jones, was a misunderstanding. The suspension was lifted last night after talks between the County Armagh Grand Lodge and officers from the Portadown district. In a joint statement released afterwards, they said the meeting was amicable and there had been what they called a genuine misunderstanding between the County Grand Master Dennis Watson and Mr Jones. Two men, one of them armed with a revolver, robbed a filling station in Portadown overnight. A cashier at the station in Bridge Street was attacked with a hammer. The men escaped with a small sum of money. American officials at the Middle East summit outside Washington say negotiations are very close to an interim peace deal. Earlier, a senior Palestinian official said a deal had been reached on all the terms of an accord and a final draft was being prepared for signing later in the day. From Washington, Bridget Kendall reports.
After 8 days of intensive talks and an all-night marathon session that is still continuing, all sides are now saying agreement to reach a deal and break the logjam that has stalled Middle East peace talks for 19 months may be imminent. A senior Palestinian official said a verbal agreement to iron out the last remaining differences had already been reached as the result of direct talks between the Israeli and Palestinian leaders. The Palestinian official said a final text of the accord was being drafted, and all being well, there would be a signing ceremony later today. But Israeli and US officials are being more cautious. They say though a deal is near, it is not there yet, and several hours more are needed to clinch an agreement.
New figures released today suggest the British economy is progressing slightly faster than predicted. Overall, growth during the quarter to September was estimated at 2% above the same period last year. Chris Giles of our economic staff reports.
This is the first official estimate of national output in the 3 months to September. And the figures show the economy slowing from the very fast rates of growth last year, but still showing steady progress over the summer months. Growth at an annual rate of 2% is only just below the long-run average for Britain. Officials at the Office for National Statistics suggested that manufacturing had a relatively good summer, after no growth since mid-1997. In services, there was weakness in the motor trade and insurance, but strong growth in telecommunications and computing. The modest slowdown in growth over this year is good news for the government because it means inflation is likely to remain low.
A second typhoon has hit the northern Philippines within a week, killing at least 86 people. Thousands of houses were destroyed in landslides. That's the news. Traffic and travel news now with Emma Dunseith.
At the international airport, the Sabena Belgian World Airlines flight from Brussels due at 12:35 has been delayed by an hour. Meanwhile, on the roads in Gloverstown near Tunbridge, resurfacing work on the A6 Moneynick Road means traffic controls are in place. On the A8 Larne Road, work continues at its junction with the Temple Patrick Road. Temporary traffic signals are in place. And in Armagh, drivers can expect delays on the Keady Road. Resurfacing work and bridge repair mean 2 sets of temporary traffic lights are in operation.
And the weather much drier and brighter, and a maximum temperature of 12 Celsius. BBC Radio Ulster News.
Hello, welcome back. This is Jerry Anderson here. It's 4 minutes past 11 o'clock. You listen to BBC Radio Ulster and Radio Foyle. We'll be here until 12 o'clock.
I'm not quite ready yet.
Don't interrupt the spiel. That's the first lesson you must learn. Never interrupt the spiel after the news. Never interrupt the spiel. You've done that a number of times.
How many first lessons are you going to give me?
You see, you have to learn it the first time. I've had to tell you 3 or 4 times. If you don't start doing what you're told, I'm going to have to stop you coming in.
Right.
No, stay this time. But don't interrupt the spiel in the future. We'll be here until 12 o'clock. If you're going to contact this programme, it's complaints day. The number to ring is 0645.
But I was talking to myself.
You interrupt the spiel again. The number to ring is 0645 555 678. You know what I'm going to tell you? I have a card here which...
I have a catchphrase for you.
What's that?
That's fabulous.
That's fabulous?
See, I noticed whenever you're talking to folk on, in the phones...
Yes.
you're normally sitting there and you're not listening to a word to
No,
say.
not a
And,
word, no.
and you have your head in your hands or something, and you're just going, that's fabulous.
I know.
That's fabulous.
Do I say that?
That's your catchphrase, eh?
That's fabulous.
That's
But should I not
fabulous.
use a little more zing in it? That's fabulous! Would that be
Sounds
better?
very false.
Doesn't it? Yeah, just that's fabulous.
It's not like you.
No, it's not. But here's the type of thing, this card here. You're across the rickety wheel, aren't you?
I'm very angry about that.
No, I mean, are you across it? Do you understand what's going on, what the difficulties we're having? I mean, as Lord Reeves Mogg once said about the Rolling Stones, who breaks a butterfly on a rickety wheel?
You see?
But you see, listen, look at this.
I closed the rickety wheel down the last time.
You did, you know. You were involved in the rickety wheel the last time we had it.
Yes.
You were accused of fraudulent spinning of the wheel.
They said we had 2 boxes underneath the counter.
That's right. We won't have that this time because Big Jerry Kelly's not a man who takes any kind of nonsense
I'm very
like that.
cross.
I know you've been kind of cancelled out here, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. But we'll find a role for you.
Hmm.
Look at this, bud. It's a card from Sadie Rowan.
She doesn't spell your name right.
Yes, it's the J.
Yes.
Actually, with the G. Yeah. It says, the last time you were on the rickety wheel, I won a meal for 2 in your city at the time. The city belonged to me at the time.
All right.
I since had to
I
sell it.
see.
That's when she says, I won a meal for 2 in your city
It's
at
your
the time.
city.
That means that I owned it then. I was unable to go. That's
She probably didn't have the money to pay for it. Oh, constipation.
I first heard of you from a lady who was on an Ulster Bus Scottish tour with me, and she trailed me all over Inverness to get you an Anderson tartan cravat. Also, the book of Little Bobby the Dog. You know the tale of Bobby the Dog? Grey Friars Bobby?
Yes.
You know the tale of that? His
No.
master died. It was in Edinburgh. And Grey Friars Bobby sat by his grave for 15 years.
15 years.
And he was like my dog, swelled up like a balloon.
Right.
Because he wouldn't leave the grave. I have enjoyed your programme. Could I have number 28 or 29 if lucky? Why do you never play the Red Hair Dan?
Good question.
Do you know why I never play the Red Hair Dan?
You didn't like it?
No, because I was waiting for today to play it. I'm going to play it now in a moment. Until there's a woman waiting on an aeroplane.
Is she?
Yeah, here she is now. Hello, good morning, woman
Hello,
waiting for an aeroplane.
it's coming to the door. I'm just waiting for.
No,
Now,
I
would
think
tell
the
you
aeroplane
something?
come to your door, does it?
Oh, I'm very special. Would I tell you something? I am going to put the McCurdy curse of our family on you, right?
You've heard the
Because
McCurdy
I
curse?
am sick. If you put all the names in a hat, right? That means those. I was speaking to you the other day on the phone, and I had the good manners not to ask for a number. I wrote in as instructed, right? So I'm going to start a boycott of your program, right? And I'm putting the McCurdy curse on you. And if you want to find out about the McCurdy curse, take yourself to Rathlin Island, and you'll find out all about it, right? And it's now going on you if you change any more rules, right?
The McCurdy curse of Rathlin Island is
Yeah.
on me.
Hey, missus, he can't change rules because he hasn't got any.
By God, you've spoken.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, change rules
See, an honest,
every day.
an honest woman like you hasn't a chance, you know.
I know, and he's going to put it all in a hat, like.
That's right.
I mean, well, has everyone to get a prize? Is that the rule?
Everybody gets a prize.
Everyone gets a prize. You see, what happens is, let me just explain how this works. Supposing there's 100 numbers on the wheel.
Yes.
Everyone's got a number. For instance, you may have 48 or indeed 57, depending on your chest size, right?
Well,
You
my
may-
chest size is a voluptuous 43 and a half.
Well, we don't have a 43 and a half. We just whole numbers.
Round it up to 44.
We wind it up to 44. Just breathe out.
More.
So what happens is that a prize is donated and we attach a prize to each number.
Yeah.
So whoever's number comes out automatically gets a prize.
Aye, but then you said you're going to put them in a hat and choose them. How many numbers do you anticipate having applications?
Well, on the rickety wheel, I imagine we would have 100 numbers. We've already have nearly 200 applications.
Applications.
That's the ones I've seen
Aye,
myself.
and then those loyal people. I mean, I even listened to you on Radio 4, you know, and that's loyalty. Right, Phil, I listen to you every afternoon through loyalty. And I think I'm entitled to a number. What are you laughing at?
No.
No other reason other than loyalty.
No, we admire loyalty wherever we come across it.
I've listened to you forever.
Okay.
And when you went, I went with you.
Mrs. Kirsty, do you want to join the crab club?
Aye, how do you... You see, I'm a terribly well-mannered person. I
know.
don't phone up and say I want to... I go by rules.
There's a special offer here, Mr. McCurdy. Mrs. McCurdy today because...
Oh, McCurdy.
Well,
I was
my
calling her
name's not
Mrs.
McCurdy,
Kirst.
but the McCurdy is the family curse.
Well, how come you haven't got the name of the curse?
Well, my mother was McCurdy.
Your name is Curse.
Sorry. No.
Right.
Mrs. Curse.
No.
I call me anything you like. I'm not fussy.
We have a very special thing today. I was going to keep this until later.
But I'm going out now to London.
But let me, of course, the airplane's coming to your door.
Yeah.
Let me just explain this to you. We've had a number of members in the Crop Club. Many have written back to say how satisfied they are with the complimentary gift pack and beverage that we received. But now we have.
Send a beverage in the post.
It's not a beverage, it's a packet of crisps.
Is that?
Is
Do you
not
not
a
send
wee
a
bottle of
complimentary
wine,
beverage as
No,
well?
you do not.
Not a wee bottle of wine, isn't it?
No.
That's a good idea. No, we
Well,
should-
I'll have one of those, please.
Well, we're getting close to
Yeah.
a very special occasion. Robert, tell them about it.
Well, we're very close to the 100th person to join the Crab Club.
Oh, let me be it after. Let
You
me
can't be the 100th if you knew the 100th. Then it was stupid, Mrs.
But don't you can bend the rules.
Tell them what they'll
God.
get. Tell them what they'll get.
You get a special Crab Club badge, gold.
I work on,
A special gold Crab Club badge.
and it's in a special heart-shaped box.
Well, now that's
Not
not
yet.
fair telling me about it and then not letting me be the 100th person. That's cruel.
And the important thing is, pen supplied with this one.
A pen?
Pen supplied.
For your lapel.
Who paid for these?
Do you want to be your 100th?
Oh, please, because I'm going out the door now. That's
Hey,
plain
Mrs.
sitting at the
Kirsty.
door. And I'll take the curse off you.
What's your real name?
My name is Betty Cummings.
Betty Cummings, right, Betty?
Yeah.
If indeed we
You
offer
want my address?
No, don't give it to us yet. Give it to the people behind the glass.
Well, I'll have
listen,
to take it back
hold
because
on.
this plane is right.
Hold on a minute. If you guarantee to lift the McCurdy curse,
Right, well, I'll lift it.
you shall have the gold crab
Oh,
club member
God
badge.
bless you. And when can I expect it? In the year 2000?
You can expect it within 2 working days.
2 working days.
Yes.
That's
Monday or
Sunday.
Tuesday.
Yes.
Right. God bless
Thank you very much.
Still love you.
Don't forget to leave your name and address.
Right, you are. Thank you very much, Robert.
Okay, Betty.
Delighted to speak to you, Robert.
Yes, well, look after
I'm
yourself.
terribly good,
There's the
mannered.
plane coming up the street.
Yes.
Yeah, the plane has arrived. The pilot's waving.
Do you notice Sandy, really, Mrs.?
What?
Clear off.
Well, I was never one to hog the limelight. You know, I always say
I know,
goodbye.
Betty. Thank
Right.
you, Betty.
Yes, goodbye.
Bye-bye, dear.
Bye. I'm glad you get rid of her. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
No, I was just ringing and talking about that exceptionally big bird that was seen. Some man said he saw it twice. Well, we saw it here on Abbey Road on Tuesday morning.
Is that near Cherrylands?
Near where?
Duke Road?
Well, it's off the King's Road.
Where is that now exactly?
Well-
I'm not too sure of the topography.
Belfast. I mean, it's a knock
Yeah, okay.
in the knock area.
And what did it look like? Did it look like a big owl to you?
Well, a very large, big bird, just an unusually large. It was just sitting on the garage roof and had a very large beak. A grey and white one.
A grey and white one. Well,
Yes.
that sounds... Well, actually, just for the benefit of people listening who don't know what we're talking about, a gentleman seen a very large bird going to work, and then another gentleman rang up and said that he had lost an owl of his, a big owl, 2 years ago, and he figured that might have been it.
Oh, no, it would have been lost for 2 years.
That's right, but I mean, apparently it can survive well in the wild, and it actually, it would lift a young puppy there, or a little chicken or something like that, or even a small... You better watch the way you go home tonight, Robert.
Well, just wondering if you had heard anything more of what it was.
Well, we haven't heard anything more. We've heard a number of people have inquired of us. They want to know what indeed it was. But we haven't heard exactly what it is. Nobody's caught it yet or whatever.
No.
But we keep getting sightings of it.
I do still. Aye.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted on it.
Yes. Well, that's all right then. Anyway.
Okay, love.
Right, Jarno.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well,
Bye.
what big bird?
Jane Mansfield. No, there was a large... Remember Jane Mansfield? Do you remember Jane Mansfield?
No.
You do, then? Jane Mansfield was in all those old 50s movies.
She lost her head.
She did, indeed. But let's not talk about that. She was... The very famous shot of her was... there was a movie called... An old movie in the 50s called... It was the seminal, definitive rock and roll movie.
Never heard of it.
Called The Girl Can't Help It. And she walks across an empty dance floor while Little Richard is playing. Right?
Tutti frutti already.
That's right. And somebody said when she walked across the ballroom that her behind looked like 2 small boys fighting in a tent.
Who?
Hello? Hello? Hello, is there anyone there? Maybe we've got the wrong... Oh, sorry, the wrong one. Hello? Is there anyone there?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, is it Jerry?
It is indeed, yes.
This is Willie Anderson here indeed. And tell me this before I start my report now.
Yes.
What does B-O-H-O spell?
Boho.
I thought the same, but it doesn't. It actually spells Bow. And that's actually a wee village. Well, it's not actually a village. It'd be a small hamlet just outside Enniskillen.
Is there a kind of a what would you call it? A carrot? Nobody call those things dike. Not like a dike.
Mars bar.
No, a Mars bar. Is there a? I never mind that. I know exactly where that is. You go over water to get to it, don't you?
Well, anyway, you see, I thought it was Boho too, but it's actually Bow. They tell me it was Bow. And how I got to Bow now, that would take me another hour and a half to tell you, so I won't get into that.
Right.
But you see, there was this girl, and she was walking down the street, and I was actually, it was a friend's taxi I was in, so I stopped the taxi to see what force was I, because there is somebody that I've got to interview for Jerry Anderson.
Yes.
And I got out of the taxi, and I went over, and I remembered, of course, that I wasn't allowed to say that I was from the BBC, because you told me to be very careful not to say I was from the BBC.
Let me just explain to the people. This man is empowered by me, but he's not to say that he's from the BBC. What he is to say is, I'm from the Jerry Anderson programme, and then it's up to him how he goes on from there. But he's not allowed to say at any stage, I am a representative of the BBC. Did you fulfil that brief?
It was did. And did you see, what I says, I got out and I says, excuse me, and she stopped and she looked at me.
Mm-hmm.
And I says, listen, I have got to ask you a few questions because I am asking you actually for Jerry Anderson.
Yes.
And you know, she looked at me and says, are you working for the BBC? She says, I know, funny you should say that because I says, I'm not.
Yes.
I says, I'm working for Jerry Anderson.
Yeah.
And she says, and what was your name? I says, I'm Willie Anderson.
Yeah.
Well, she says, are you related to Jerry Anderson? You know, I was stuck for a moment because it had never dawned on me you and me had the same second name.
Absolutely.
So I was stuck for a minute or two, but I says, listen, I said, I've just got to ask you a few questions.
Yes. What did you say to that?
It was a part-time job.
Will you try that the next time?
Well, where should we lie? To tell me this now, I'm going to get the small hot whiskey. I find it by it myself.
Find a snug in a pub. That's what you're saying.
Do you know, I'll try that the next time.
Try that, let me know how you get on.
Boys, I'll be back on to let you know, surely.
Okay, thank you.
All the best now.
Thank you, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You see?
These men don't know how to get off their marks at all.
That man sounds like me, only sober.
You're sober, though, aren't you?
Oh, I'm sober. I'm clean.
I wouldn't say clean, but you're sober. This is now somebody.
Small birds were lining bleak autumn branches, preparing to fly to a far sunny shore, when the tinkers made camp at the bend on the river, coming back from the horse fair at Ballinasloe. Now the harvest being over, the farmer went walking all along the fair river that borders his land. And 'twas there he first saw her, twixt firelight and water, the tinkerman's daughter, the red-headed Anne. Next morning he rose from a night without slumber. He went straight to the father and he made his case known. And at a pub in Listowel they struck out a bargain for the tinker a pony, to the daughter a home, where the trees cast their shadows along the fair river. The tinker and the farmer inspected the land, and a wild gallant pony was the price they agreed on for the tinkerman's daughter, the red-headed Anne. Now the wedding was soon over, the tinkers departed. They were eager to travel on south down the road, but the crunch crunch of the iron-shod wheels on the gravel was as bitter to her as the way she'd been sold. But she tried hard, she did all his bidding. She slept in his bed and she worked on his land. But the walls of that cabin pressed tighter and tighter from the tinkerman's daughter, the red-headed Anne. Now as white as the hands of a priest or a hangman, the snow spread its blanket the next Christmas round, and the tinkerman's daughter got out from the bedside, turned her back to land and her face to the town. And it said someone saw her at dusk that same evening. She was making her way down by Lyra Crumpall, and that was the last that the settled folk saw her, the tinkerman's daughter, the red-headed Anne. Got the fair Atlas stone, and a farm on its banks lives a bitter old man, and he swears by the shotgun he keeps at his bedside that he'll kill any tinker that camps on his land. And yet, when he hears iron-shod wheels crunch on gravel, or a horse in the shafts of a bright caravan, his days were tormented, his nights sleep demented by the tinkerman's daughter, the red-headed Anne.
Good morning, and welcome to Cleric's Corner, an occasional series of amusing anecdotes and rib-tickling stories from the world of contemporary and traditional religion, brought to you by Canon Shannon MacLean. Shannon, what amusing story do you have for us today?
Thank you, Morris. Yes, here is a humorous story. I am told that at about the turn of the century, when few had cars, commercial travellers used to get the train from one town to another, and local hotels often put them up for the night. One such representative was in a certain town over the weekend. On the Sunday, he went to a local Presbyterian church, as was his normal wont. The rather small minister was none too impressive in stature or delivery. He announced his text. Simon's wife's mother lay sick of a fever, and he preached a very long and tedious sermon. The commercial traveller was glad to get back to the hotel for lunch. He had a nap in the afternoon, and as there wasn't a lot to do on a Sunday in those days, he decided to go to evening worship. He was careful to choose another Presbyterian church and avoid the little dry man. To his consternation, it was none other than the little dry man who came to the pulpit, and he further added to the harangue of our now despairing friend by announcing the same text and preaching the same trying sermon as to in the morning. It was a very relieved man who made his way back to the hotel for supper. Next day he caught a train for his next destination. Shortly before departure, Hoosh had come into the carriage and settled himself in a corner, but the dry little minister. Not a word was said between them. A short distance from the station, the train stopped at a level crossing as a funeral passed by. "I wonder whose funeral that is," said our clerical brother to no one in particular. Quick as a flash, the commercial man had a stroke of pure genius. "That'll be Simon's wife's mother," said he. "She was poorly yesterday morning, and she was worse in the evening. I have no doubt she's dead by now. That'll be whose funeral it is." There is no record of what happened next.
Yep, go ahead.
Did you enjoy that amusing story?
Go ahead, you can finish it now if you like.
That was it finished.
Oh.
There's a house on a hill, and it hasn't been lived in for a long, long time. And the windows are all broken, and the paint has lost its shine. And there's nothing ever heard there, for there's nothing ever said. For the life of the house left a long time ago, and the heart of the house is dead. Oh, house of the Lord, can't you feel it, how our heart is growing cold? For when the Spirit comes, He quickens, but when the Spirit leaves, life goes. There's a room at the top, and the door has been locked, and it will never open up. For no matter who will knock there, well, it always stays tight shut. And there's no one ever answered, so now there's no one ever goes. For the room in the house shut a long time ago, and the mind of the house is closed. Oh, house of the Lord, can't you feel it, how our heart is growing cold? For when the Spirit comes, He quickens, but when the Spirit leaves, life goes. Now there's a room in the house where the fire used to burn and the children used to play. And the family would gather to hear the words the Father say. But now the room is cold and empty, and the embers glow faint red. For the fire of the house failed a long time ago, and the heart of the house is dead. Oh, house of the Lord, Can't you feel it, how our heart is growing cold? Oh, when the Spirit comes, He quickens, but when the Spirit leaves, life goes. Oh, house of the Lord, can't you feel it, how our heart is growing cold? Oh, when the Spirit comes, He quickens, but when the Spirit leaves, life goes.
That's good, that. That's Robin Mark. That's from an album called Days of Elijah. That's a song called... What is that called? Do you know?
Days of Elijah.
That's right. That's right. I'm using anecdotes from a book called Frankly Speaking, Funny Stories compiled by Reverend Frank Seller. There we are. Please wish Kathy, our own Kathy here in Radio Foyle, a happy birthday and love from all in Coleraine. Would you represent all the love from the people in Coleraine there?
Happy birthday.
Thank you. How would you like... Sorry, here's a little... how would you like to... No, it's not how would you like. Oh, how would you get black marks out of a wooden floor? I know how to do that. You don't worry about getting them out. What you do is you get a gypsy and they tar macadam the whole room.
That's
then
what
you
I
don't
was
notice
gonna
them.
say. Yes.
On the 31st of October, and do you know any gypsies who tar macadam a whole room?
Oh, there's plenty of them up at
Okay.
Gentian Pass.
That's right. On the 31st of October, Anne and Pat McGreevy of Belfast celebrate their 30th wedding anniversary. Love from all their family. And congratulate... You don't like it when I do this, do you?
I don't even know what you're doing.
No, I'm reading out. You don't like this. I see discontentment on your face. You feel as if you're not part of it, isn't that it?
No, I'm enjoying listening to you.
But would you not rather I gave you some of these to
Well,
read?
give me them.
No, I don't want to.
You say?
Yeah.
Slungy.
Congratulations to the Village Salon in Ardglass. 10 years in business. Oh, I know the Village Salon in Ardglass. Did I not pop in and see them one time?
Hold on. What did you call it there?
Salon.
And how do you say restaurant? What way do you say it?
Restaurant.
But why do you not say saloon?
Because it's only one O in it.
There's two U's in saloon.
No, salon is a hairdressing salon. Saloon is where you and I drink. Restaurant. Never trust anyone, as I said before. This is a good rule of thumb. If you have children coming up, say to them, don't be, what you say to them is this, listen, when you grow up and you get out and you're meeting people talking like that and drinking, and you're meeting part of the restaurant, when you hear people saying restaurant,
yes,
don't trust anyone who says restaurant.
All right.
If they say restaurant, it means they're all right.
All right.
I've said this before. I don't want to repeat. You're making me repeat myself.
That's not like you.
A boxer dog has been found on the beach this morning. It has swum from North America. No, sorry. No, you see, this is...
What was its name, Tyson?
No. A boxer dog was found on the beach this morning at Grimsport. Obviously, cut adrift from its owner.
Yes.
So anyone who knows a boxer dog who shouldn't be in Grimsport...
There may be a through swim, you know it.
I have a lot of things to get
What
through
are the
here. I don't know where to
difficulties?
start, to be quite honest with you. So I have to talk to where? Where? Yeah. Good morning, Margaret. Sorry to keep you. I'm very confused today.
Good morning, Jerry. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
No, I'll tell you why I'm ringing, Jerry. I rang yesterday as well to let the people know. In Cherrylands, my wee son and daughter-in-law live in Cherrylands, and it's about that owl.
Yes.
And the owl that's in Cherrylands is actually stuck to a pylon. It's a plastic owl.
Really? Eh? Well, that's bad news for the man who's seen it every morning.
Jerry, I felt sorry for the man that rang up from Whitehead because I thought his hopes were high in that he was going to get his wee owl back. But it's not flying around Cherrylands, it's a plastic one.
But that explains why the man saw it every morning.
Yeah,
But
I
tell
have
me
no.
this and tell me no more.
What?
Where exactly is it?
It's on, you know the Duck Road? Yes. You know the Duck Road? Well, near Northdale, there's pylons all round. And whenever our David opens the window blind, you see this owl sitting. And I tell you, Jerry, as many that have visited my son and daughter-in-law, they really do think it's for real. It is very real life, you know, I tell you. And it's the best laugh out. But when I heard that yesterday, I thought, that poor man on my head. So you may tell whoever Trevor, he's floating about Northdale, you may tell him. It's
Trevor
plastic.
Nortell, yeah, he's in big trouble. His mates don't hear about this.
Mrs.
What, love?
Would you like to join the crab club?
No.
Don't tout, please.
Why
No,
not?
no, I do not
tout.
indeed.
Hello.
Don't tout for members.
Hello, Miss Anderson. Why do you not want to join it?
I don't know anything about it.
Well, it's cursing really annoys people club, and whenever anybody curses... Oh, I meant to say this, by the way. We had done a survey.
Yes.
On cursing on the radio.
Who has?
We had. Hey.
And what?
Guess whose programme comes out the worst?
Not Jerry's.
You got it spot on.
I don't like that. It's not nice at all.
No, I don't like it either.
No.
I don't think you should have brought that up. And stop touting for members for your
I
own
know.
club. I have a rickety wheel to contend with here. I can't have interlopers.
Oh, I'm saying nothing about that.
Okay. Well, you already got a number then, have you?
No.
You don't want to say anything about it?
No, I think you're in enough trouble.
I'm in big trouble. Okay, thank you for letting us know what the oil is.
No problem, Jerry.
Thank you.
Right, bye.
Bye. So the oil is plastic. You know people aren't the same.
Didn't he like that woman?
What?
Did he like her?
I liked her.
Did they want to join the crab club?
I know I think that's a positive thing in a person. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes?
Sparky?
CB Golf here.
Yes, sir?
How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
I didn't hear what the lady said there about the plastic bird.
Well,
What
she
it
said
turned
it
out
was
to be.
She said it was a plastic bird, basically.
Well, I was down in Whitehead a while back, about a year ago, and drove into the car park, and I was writing this story for a magazine, and this guy was flying a bird about, an eagle owl.
Yeah.
It's European eagle owl.
Was he like a fellow with a leather glove and it was coming back?
Yeah,
Was it?
yeah, he was just flying around the car park, right?
A falconer.
Yeah, well, this was a European eagle owl, right?
Yeah, sure.
And I snapped a couple of pictures of it and wrote up a little story about it.
Uh-huh.
And I heard him on the radio. He had actually lost one when I talked to him that day. He'd lost. The one he had was called Cuddles, which was the male.
Yeah.
And he lost the female. And it had gone fly about and was flying between like Whitehead and Isle of Magee. But he couldn't get it back. And I thought when I heard him on yesterday, he lost the other one.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, you see, that lady said that the bird was plastic, but that doesn't mean to say that the gentleman hadn't seen anything large. So it could be knocking up, could be it.
Well, sometimes people put out decoys, you know,
That's
to,
right.
to draw the ones down.
Uh-huh. Well, thanks for that info, sir.
No problem.
Thank you very much for telling us that. Good man. Thank you.
Okay, cheers.
Bye. Cheers.
Bye.
You see now, there's more to this than meets the eye.
Oh,
Hello, good morning.
Turn your radio off.
I do that. If you don't mind. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Disregard any instructions you may have heard before that. They were not authorized.
Your voice is very weak.
Yes,
Are
it
you
is
his
indeed.
name, mister?
Yep.
What can we do for you?
Well, I was speaking to you about a week ago about your dearth of jazz on your program,
Yes.
and I've met a few, I've talked to a few musicians since, and they were all pleased that I drew it to your attention.
Yes. They feel as if there's a lack of jazz being aired on this program.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll take that on board.
Uh-huh.
I'll make sure the balance is redressed.
Uh-huh. And
yeah.
there was a couple of jazz things coming up in the near future. I'd like to mention them.
Well, tell me about them.
What?
Tell me about them.
Aye, well, and there's Hot Jazz Halloween and the Queen's Hall Hollywood on the 31st of October.
Halloween night.
Halloween night.
Yes.
And there's two bands playing, the Apex Belfast Jazz Band and the Marianne Gates Jazzers from Dublin.
Right. Okay.
And
What's the
then-
other thing? Yeah.
On the 7th of November, we have a jazz and blues night and the Ulster Transport Bowling Club in Lunda Avenue, Jordanstown. And it's a big band swing with a 7-peat featuring Brenda Lockheed.
Yes.
And that should be a good night as well.
Uh-huh. Okay, then. Well, I hope we all go to that.
Hey, mister, what sort of jazz do you like? Millicent Martin?
Anything other than modern jazz. Trad and Dixie and...
Do you like mainstream jazz?
No, not mainstream, no.
You're a traditionalist, basically. You like
Aye.
traditional or New Orleans jazz?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll see what we can
Yes,
do.
Armstrong.
Okay, you'd be a good fan of Walters then.
Yes, what? Oh, Walter Love, I know Walter for a long time.
Walter's a great champion of
Yes,
jazz.
aye.
He's a jazz man.
But then he has a program of his own, like it's the way later on in the evening.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Aye.
Thanks very much, sir.
Aye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Just talking about things that are going on now. There's a Northwest premiere of a film called Sunset Heights tonight in the Orchard Cinema in Derrystoke, Londonderry, starting at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
And the box office number is 01504 That's here in Derrystoke, Londonderry itself. Anybody wants to go along and see that, I think they can go if they want to, but they have to check to ring up first. It's the premiere of a film called Sunset Heights.
Sunset Heights.
Which is about Derrystoke, Londonderry in the future.
Did they send us any free tickets?
They did indeed. I will be attending in all my glittering splendour.
What about me?
You will be at home.
Oh, all right.
The number to ring is 01504 373 456. And if you're interested, then you should be. You should go along and see that. It's amazing the strides are being made, the forward strides being made in the region.
You don't know what you're saying.
No idea. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Johnny.
Yeah, sorry, I had no idea what I started the sentence, I had no idea what I was talking about. Sorry, I know this doesn't concern you. Good morning. Let's start again as if nothing happened. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hello, Johnny.
Yes, what can we
Hello.
do for you?
David Sands here.
David, how do I know your name?
I don't know.
Do I know your name?
No, I don't think so.
How come I don't know your name? Who
I
are
couldn't
you?
tell you.
Goodbye.
Johnny,
what can we do for you?
listen, I was
Let's start
listening
again.
earlier to that lovely piece you played, Charlie Lansborough.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of singing around Northern Ireland, mostly churches, exactly, gospel type music.
Yes.
And I was wondering, would you happen to know if you can pick up his music, backing tracks anywhere through maybe a fan club or a head office or whatever it be?
Oh, you mean, guess who you could
So I could sing along to some of his pieces?
I don't know, you know, that's a kind of a,
Perhaps I could venture a little word on this. I know you can get My Forever Friend on a backing track.
All right.
Thing.
Can you?
Yes, so you're bound to get other ones.
Well, where can you get that? Do you know where you can get it?
Yes, I do exactly know where you get them.
Tell him.
Oh.
Oh, will I tell him? You get them in the Faith Mission Bookshop in Belfast.
Oh, right. Yeah,
They have
okay.
Hundreds and hundreds of them.
I know, you ever seen that place? You can hardly find anything in it.
There's a lot of books in it, isn't there?
There is indeed. No, I like his type of music. It's very relaxed.
Well, he can get at least one Charlie Lansborough track in there.
Right,
Well, if,
right.
if your man is one of them, you'll be able to find out where you got the others.
Yes, that'd be grand.
No, I'm
Well,
not doing
Jerry,
that. When I'm talking to him, I'm looking at you.
yes, I know.
Excuse me
I
a
think
second.
he's
Excuse me a
terrific, this
second.
man, Robert. I like him.
Let me just explain to Roger. How many times have I explained to you? When I'm talking to someone, I'm looking at you. I'm
Yes.
talking to you.
Right.
I said, I'm looking at you because I have nowhere else to look.
But you see, Mr. Henderson, you know the problem.
What?
Whenever you're talking to somebody, right, you look me straight in the eye.
I know, but where else can I look?
But you see, when you're talking to me as me,
Yeah.
your eyes are shifting all over the
That's
place.
because I don't want to look at you when I'm talking to you. But when I don't want to talk to you, I want to look at you. All right.
Well, that's all right.
It's all right.
Mr. Anderson.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
Could I, just before I go, Jerry, I am releasing a new album myself within the next few weeks.
Excellent.
And I was speaking to Mr. Coyle there, and he said to send you a tape, and maybe you'll consider playing a few pieces
By
for
all
me.
means, I listen to everything.
It's nice, some nice music, you know.
Okay, sir.
And could I just wish all the girls in the Natasha's Hair Studio, Old Park Road, all the best, because they're great fans of yours. I think they're all listening now, actually.
In Natasha's Hair
I'm
Studio?
Natasha's Hair Studio.
Where's that?
It's on the Old Park Road in Belfast.
Sounds like a place worth a visit.
It is indeed. You should go up and say hello. You get a free trim.
What's the talent? What's the talent like?
Not too bad at all.
Really? Okay.
All age groups from 6 to 60.
Whoa, that sounds,
Oh, aye.
I'm in there
Youngins.
somewhere. Yeah. Okay, then. Well,
Do you
thank
want to
very
join the
much.
crab club?
Well, here, listen, could I
hiding.
tell Mr. Contact?
Yeah, oh, yes.
I just need to tell you this before I go. I went to the doctor last week with a very sore ear.
Yes.
And he looked deep into me with a little instrument.
Yes.
And he found a thing called a strawberry. And I says, could you give me for it? And he says, try some cream. Did you like that one?
Strawberry and cream.
Yes.
Humor's
Great.
great.
You know, I'm going to tell you, humor's very important.
It's very important.
It is, isn't
Thank
it?
you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks very much, Johnny. I
Bye.
appreciate your time.
Thank you. Bye.
No, no.
Bye,
Bye.
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 It's part of the healing process, isn't
You
it?
see, if we didn't have humour, this would be a less happy place.
Wouldn't it? Humor's
I
great.
regard humour as a tool
Yes.
with which to work around and make people feel
That's
better.
right. It's like the potter's wheel.
And it's no laughing matter humour.
You
It's a serious
build
thing.
your joke up.
Build your joke up and have the punchline at the end. Boom. You know the funny thing, talking about jokes and comedians, Bernard Manning appeared in this town last night. And you know what happened? I woke up this morning and the place was still here.
Is that right?
I couldn't believe it.
He's in the crab club, you know.
I know he is. Right, what are we doing now? Have we... Oh, yeah, hello? This person must be in a helicopter. Hello? That's a person whistling at work. Hello? Hello, person whistling at work?
Can I do it, Mr. Henderson?
Norman? Norman?
Can I do it?
No, Norman's not there.
Hey!
Maybe he's on. Sorry? Hello?
Hello?
Norman?
Yes.
Sorry, I was on a helicopter there. Never mind that. Sorry, we got you.
You see,
the
what
wrong
happened, Mr. Anderson, you had it in stereo.
All right.
And you got, his background noise.
This is my call. Yes, sir?
Good morning. How's things?
Things are fine, thanks.
Good. I've been listening to you, and I was wanting to see if I could maybe pull you out of a little hole, a little bit of help.
Yes.
I would like to offer my services as an independent advisor for your Rickety Wheel.
Oh, we don't have a Rickety Wheel correspondent.
Oh, you have?
No, we have a blind film correspondent. We don't have a Rickety Wheel correspondent.
Right. Well, I help out on a few things around about Antrim where I live, and I have a wee bit of experience. So I thought maybe I could help you out.
Well, do you have a Rickety Wheel?
Oh, no, I don't have a Rickety Wheel, but I help organise different things, and I thought maybe I might be a person to help you out. I'd be very willing to come along, and I would love to meet Robert.
What experience, Mr. Anderson, does he have?
What experience do you have of Rickety Wheels?
Well, none of the Rickety Wheel in the sense, but I've helped to organise things for the primary school and the grammar school, the Friends and the PTA.
Have you had any experience handling Jerry Kelly?
No, I haven't, but I'm sure maybe Robert could help me out with that.
No, Jerry's hard to handle,
Hard to handle.
Once the drink takes hold, there's no way which way. You never know which way it'll go.
Right.
Now, we need a person here who's used to handling men who are gone wild.
Did he ever play cards, mister?
No.
No, you see.
I admire and indeed I commend you putting yourself forward, but I don't think you've got the necessary expertise.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
But can I ask you this? Do you know anyone who has a Rickety Wheel?
No, but if that's what you need, I could certainly arrange to get you one from somewhere.
If you can arrange it, you see, we have a number of sources, but nobody's come through yet.
All right.
We thought we'd get all the numbers first and all the prizes before we got the actual wheel itself. If you can help us get a Rickety Wheel, we'll bring you on board on a complimentary basis.
Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, leave it with me. Just take it as read. That's no problem.
I need at least 100 numbers on it.
Right.
Okay.
Just before you go, mister. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze.
Oh, just call me Norman.
Yes, okay, mister.
Hold on a minute.
Crap Club.
Sorry, he sneezed crap.
Crap Club.
Right, thank you very much, Norman. Come back to me when you get the
Yes,
Rickety Wheel.
Norman.
Not before.
Right, just before I go, could I say that your programme's excellent? I enjoy Robert on a Friday morning. And could I say hello to my brothers up at Antrim Printers, Rodney, Leslie and Matt?
Well, don't leave it too long now to your back, because Mr. Anderson has this waiting for you.
Oh, that's no problem. Just take it as read. I can get it for him.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
See, that man will be useful to us.
Hey, me and Billy the Kid never got along. I didn't like the way he cocked his hat and wore his gun all wrong. We had the same girlfriend, and he never forgot it. She had a cute little chihuahua till one day he up and shot it. He rode the higher country down the New Mexico line. Had a silver pocket watch that he never did whine. He could play piano player for playing his favorite song. Me and Billy the Kid, we never got along. Oh, oh. Hey, me and Billy the Kid never got along. Kept his pants inside his boots and wore his gun on. He was bad to the bone, all hopped up on speed, and I left him alone. But one that senorita, he gave her silver, and he paid her hotel bill. But it was me she loved, said she always will. I'd always go and see her when Billy was gone. Me and Billy the Kid, we never got along. Oh no. Hey, me and Billy the Kid never got along. I didn't like the way he treated his horse and wore his gun on. One day I said to Billy, I got a foolproof scheme. Well, rob Wells Fargo, she's busting at the seams. I admit that I framed him, but I don't feel bad, 'cause the way that I was living, it was driving me mad. Yeah, Billy reached for his gun, but his gun was on all wrong. Me and Billy the Kid, we never got along. Oh no. Hey, hey, hey.
Billy the Kid, never got along. Though I liked the way he swayed in the wind when I played him his favorite song. And my baby, she sings harmony to La Cucaracha, winds a silver pocket watch and pets a new chihuahua. I moved into the hotel, got a room with a shower. We lay and listen to that watch tick hour after hour. Outside I hear the wind blowing on so strong. Me and Billy the Kid, we never got along.
Right, I have a lot of things to mention here before we go any further. Things that I've been putting on the long finger. I don't do these things, and I should. On Friday, tonight, that is, at 8 o'clock in the Queen's Hall in Newton Ards, there's a Percy French Society concert party. Everybody can join in. McBrien's, you're making a lot of noise there.
I'm sorry, Mr. Henry.
McBrien's Heifer, Phil the Fluter's Ball, songs, sketches, poems, recitation of monologues with piano, banjo, and a company of versatile artists. Directed by Wolfie Paper.
Oh, Buffet!
Wolfie! That's Queen's Hall, Newton Ards, tonight at 8 p.m.
Never laughed as many.
And it says here, Hillsborough Country Market will be held on Saturday, the 24th of October, tomorrow in the Market House in the Square in Hillsborough between 2 and 4. See why I'm just flying through these? The Sea Cat Storytelling Festival, which was postponed in the wake of the Oma tragedy, has now been rescheduled for the 24th and 25th of October in the Ulster American Folk Park. And the Diocese of Derry and the Folk...
Wee child, come in there.
A nice child. Hello. Hello.
What's your name, wee child?
There's Deborah?
Deborah.
Deborah's not a child. Deborah's working here.
Are you working here? Yeah. Oh, I thought you were maybe in with your mammy.
Do you want to say hello to anybody, Deborah?
Yeah, I have a request from the guy.
Yes.
She's after having a hip operation.
Yes. What's her name?
Sally Grant.
Where does she live?
From Crana.
Yeah, okay.
There you are.
My mum, my dad, and everybody else.
All right, well.
Okay.
Bye.
Lovely big child.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
She's quite shy.
Is she lovely?
Lovely
She's
child.
lovely. She's lovely. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, how are you, sir?
This is me, the poet.
Good morning, me, the poet.
Me, the poet.
Yes.
The one you said about the anthology bit.
Yes.
I got a letter back saying, congratulations, your poem has been chosen for publication into this unique collection of poetry.
Yes.
Eat your heart out, Seamus Heaney.
Right, okay.
But this is a wee poem for you here.
Right.
I was taping poems one night in down the stairs at 2 o'clock, well, early hours of the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, for people in Derry, right?
Yes.
And I was watching, my dog was laying sleeping in the cat, was laying beside the fire.
Yeah.
And you know what a gnat is?
A gnat?
Oh, a gnat. A gnat.
As in G-N-A-T?
Yes.
Yes, a small flying object.
Thank you.
Yes.
Right. Well, it was flying about, skimming the floor and sparring with the light, right? So this is the way the poem came out, right? My dog lies asleep at the side of my chair. My cat by the fire sleeps without care. A gnat skims the floor and spars with the lights. The spider starts moving at this time of night. The gnat must be drunk, for he's bouncing of walls. The spider loses grip to the carpet he falls. Moments like these are so hard to find, all of us sharing a moment in time. The dog must be dreaming of fields and of woods. The cat just dreams of mountains of food. The gnat dreams of nothing, for he's out of his tree. The spider scales the chair and runs straight over me. The TV is silent by the flick of a switch. The dog stretches out. The cat gives a twitch. The gnat, he is vanished. Haven't seen him at all. But a very fat spider just run up my wall.
That's very good. That's very good. I look forward to seeing that in the anthology of poetry. Available in a limited edition, only £250 per copy.
Hey, mister.
Not at all. It's not that one.
Hey, mister.
Yes.
What's the last thing goes through a fly's mind as it hits the windscreen?
It's backside, Robert.
Humour's wonderful, you know.
I think humour is very important.
Very healing.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Don't mind it, Jerry.
I think, humour is far too important to be left to comedians.
It is.
It's far too seriously. People should be serious about comedy because I use it as a tool in this program to help and to heal.
To bring the two communities together.
Because I think if the two communities come together in a real manner, it can make a difference to the way our children
in a
live.
humorous way.
And respect each other's traditions and indeed their history.
You know what I would love to see?
What?
I'd love to see Dr. Paisley and Jerry Adams just sitting down and having a good laugh together. And Jerry Adams saying, "Oh, that was a great union there."
Yeah, because humour is very important.
I know. Wouldn't it be great?
It would. I have to remind people about making a difference. They have to get their nominations in. We encouraged people the other day to nominate individuals that make a difference to the lives of others. And it's You have to put your nomination cards in. Your nomination. Look, I'm making a whole mess of it.
Tip that, sweetie.
That's the sweets ruining me. You can get nomination forms in Tesco's, Marks and Spencer's, Boots, Dunn's, and Sainsbury's. Also at BBC reception here in Belfast and in Radio 4. And so do that. Get your nominations in before Christmas. Right? Now I want to do something before we go. Tonight on TFI Friday, a man will be appearing who started on this programme. A man called Jim Brown. A man who did an album called Gravelands. He'll be appearing with Chris Evans on TFI Friday tonight, and they're pretending nobody knows who he is.
He's great.
This is him. I want him to do well, and I want the people to watch him. That's, of course, if there's nothing equally good in BBC.
You know the only thing, Mr. Henderson?
What?
You discovered him.
I did.
Your man Evans has taken all the limelight.
He does that. He steals things of me all the time.
Nothing original.
No, but I'm glad to see this man getting on, because I like this guy.
Elvis Paisley.
Jim Brown used to work in the post office in Belfast. He was snapped up by a big record company, and I said, leave me, it's mine.
As you are, as a friend, as I want you to be, as a friend, as a friend, as an old enemy. Take your time, hurry up, the choice is yours and don't be late. Take a rest, as a friend, as an old memory. Memories, yeah. Memories, yeah. Memories, yeah. Calm, doused in mud, soaked in blaze, as I want you to be. As a drown, as a friend, as an old enemy. Memories, yeah. Memories, yeah. Memories, yeah. Well,
We wish Jim Brown well tonight on TFI Friday. His album will be out, I think, on November the 2nd. It's going to be released worldwide, called Gravelands. And remember, you heard it in this programme first. We can spot the talent. That's one of the things we do here. We can pluck people out of obscurity and make them worldwide names. Anyway, it's time to go. Thank you, Robert, for coming in today.
Thank you, Mr. Henderson.
Have a nice weekend. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.